Well, Ian, draw this afternoon to finish the season. What's your assessment on today?
Yeah, I thought we played quite well. It was a sort of two good sets of players playing some nice football, but it's a shame that it wasn't really, what we wanted, which was to see something through. But definitely played well enough. Didn't quite create enough, but is what it is.
You were looking to end on a high this season to take that momentum into next season, but do you still feel there are positives to take from this afternoon if we look at the last time we faced MK Dons?
Yeah, we definitely played much better against them today. As we have been doing, we won the ball back well. We had their patterns where we nipped them in the bud. At times we got around them, we won it back comfortably. We moved them and played round them, but we didn't quite have that penetration that we'd have wanted to score a goal. But there was plenty of good stuff. Really enjoyed it. I thought the crowd were great. Absolutely fantastic noise they made. And it was quite a good game. It's difficult for me at the minute. I'm in a lot of pain with this. Hopefully I'll be all right in a couple of weeks. But the surgery that has been done, it ruined today. If it was a training day, I wouldn't have been in. Absolutely minging. Please stay out of the sun.
I just want to talk about the game and when there's not a lot riding on the game for either team. So what are some of the things that you're looking to get out of today's game as you look ahead to next season?
Well, it wasn't that. I thought they should have had a penalty. I thought Ollie should have been sent off because he actually rugby tackled the bloke and he was going into the box. So, wow. Ollie didn't mean to do it. He meant to bring him down, but it was quite surreal, the whole part of it. But there was enough good movements from us, but we didn't have that killer instinct today. And there was sort of an atmosphere like that about the place, because we were safe, I think. I'm glad it took 70 points to go up, so even if we'd have won those other two games before today, which we had a chance to get in 69 points, didn't we, when we lost to Bromley, but even that wouldn't have done it, so we wouldn't have been in the playoffs. But I'm always who I am. I feel I failed. I wanted to get in the playoffs. So I'm ready to try and do what I can to get us towards where I believe we should be, which is getting promotion out of this division.
Obviously, today closes a chapter on this season, a season that saw our lowest ever position at one point earlier in the year, but we find ourselves finishing 12th, which is in the top half of the table. So that's some achievement to come from bottom of the league to finish in the top half eventually.
It's an amazing achievement for that group of players in there, which I've just thanked them for. And it's not just the group of players, it's everybody when you come into this ground. What we've managed to do here over the last few months since November has been absolutely fantastic. If you'd have told me that was going to happen, I'm not sure I'd have believed you after the Morecambe game, and then Colchester a few days later. It's really remarkable how that group has gelled and never give up and keep fighting for each other. And unfortunately, I won't be able to keep all of them. I'm trying to keep some of them a lot more than I would have done when I first came in. So it's about me having a chance to build on this now, but I've just thanked them for every Swindon fan who's seen the growth of them, because you ask them to do things, you try and show them what you want, but they have to do it, and they did it with almost a change of personality. If look at Miguel today, wow, the crowd are jumping up out of their seats when he crashes into a tackle towards the end of the game. It's wonderful to see. So it's bodes well for next season. I need as many as we can. Wonderful crowd today, absolutely fantastic. Let's hope we can. I think we're worth watching at home, but we've got to keep proving that, and hopefully we'll get a lot more of our fans back who've been a bit disillusioned lately. So please come back, please join the fun, please come along. Make it a carnival here and make it terrible for anybody who's got to come here and play us, because we're likely to beat them.
I know we don't like talking about individual performances too much, but you've mentioned it already, that Miguel Freckleton, a fantastic game, but I want to talk about Botan Amin as well, and you handed a league debut to George Alston as well. So there's plenty of positives to take from today, although it's the last game of the season and a draw.
Absolutely, yeah. It's an exciting place to be. You know, we've got some of our own coming through. I want to create a real, true pathway. If they're good enough, they'll get in. Just had a word with those lads now, the ones I've got for next year, and told them what I want them to do over the summer and come back and rip that first team shirt off of some of these senior pros we've got here. And, you know, that's how it should be. But there will be a pathway. I can't wait to look at the Tuesdays and Thursdays that I'll be able to take them in the afternoon and paying attention to not just the first team scores, but we'll have a true pathway to get into the first team. Hopefully we'll have some young ones with us every week, playing, scoring, taking us towards the top of the table, that's my dream. Got to make it happen now.
You'll have to bear with me on this question. It feels a bit long-winded, but you talk about building something for next season, obviously a fresh summer to look at that. You obviously signed a new long-term contract yourself, new terms for your backroom staff, so you're going into summer as a cohesive squad as such, and you've got a lot of players that you're retaining for next season, and clearly some out of contract that you want to keep as well. So how important is it that you're keeping such an important core of your group and your backroom staff as we approach the summer?
Well, it's absolutely vital that we have some stability here. And I've had a fair few months to look at them, assess them, see what they're like, talk to them, try and change some of the things they think. And some of them have come an awful long way. So the secret to it is to keep the core. I've got a 3-year deal, so some who are in contract for next year, but also out the year after, I might give them an extension now. So I'm not just keeping them for next year. I've got no worries about January or the following end of the year. And that's where you get stability. And you keep your core momentum, you keep the people. You don't have to keep teaching new people something. And you won't lose vital players, like we lost Kempy last year. He was vital for Swindon. Went back to his other club. We've had it before where we borrowed strikers and they get taken back. So, you know, what we've got to try and do is build something that's ours. I'd much rather have our player than somebody else's player, but, you know, it's trying to get the right blend of loans, youth team, sign-ins, and the array of people we can sign now who want to come to Swindon because they believe we're a good club, we're going to play a decent bit of football, is massive. Back in January, trying to get someone to come here wasn't easy. So what that group has done, this group has done, is made it easier for me to attract other people here. What my staff have done is made it easier for me to attract other people here. What the crowd has done has made it easier for me to talk about the spirit that we've got. Look at our home record. So all of these things add up to being a much better club. And I promise I will give my all for us to be that in whatever you expect when you come to the Nigel Eady County Ground.
There's probably only one place to end an interview at the end of the season, and it's probably talking about the fantastic support of our fans, not only at home, but also on the road this season. 9,500 people in the county ground this afternoon. Just how important of a role have they played, both on the pitch, helping your players, but off the pitch, travelling up and down the country as well?
It's absolutely vital. You're nothing without your supporters, and it's crazy. We had a lovely meal the other day with the travelling away fans, and it's just the commitment is unreal, and the age levels. And lady sat next to me, she's been a Swindon fan for 68 years. I went, well, it's not bad for someone who's 21. You know, it's incredible. You won't believe the stories. They all travel on their buses, and it's just they're having a ball, you know. But that's because we've been winning, because the players are trying hard, and you never change the club you support. You never will. I've had to change my allegiances because I'm in this profession. But I understand the draw of this club by the people I've met and how I feel when I'm here. So I am totally and utterly determined with whatever I've got left in me to try and please them even more, over and over again, until we get where I think we deserve to be. We have to earn that right. But we deserve to be climbing up this football league. We do not deserve to be here now the way that we all are. So let's fight together. Let's work hard. Let's try and believe that we are going to have a better future, but it has to be together.